lifestyle lovers, welcome back to It's E Lifestyle, and if you are new here, welcome. My name is Erica. My channel is called It's E Lifestyle, and it's all about creating a good lifestyle. Okay, lifestyle lovers, so today is going to be like a little life update video as well as a get ready with me. Today is my grandson's birthday party. So I'm just going to kind of do my everyday, pretty much everyday makeup routine using pretty much all Fenty products. I think I have like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like 12 products that I'm going to use. I don't do a lot for my face, but I'm going to go ahead and make it up today because I may even take some pictures as well. But while I do that, I'm just going to give you guys like a little life update. Now, I did not reach out for any specific questions, so I'm just going to kind of discuss some topics that I think you guys may be interested in. If I did not answer any questions in this video, you can ask them down below. If I have more than 10 questions, then I'll do like another update video. But if it's just like 1 or 2 questions, then I'll answer them in the comments below. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I've already moisturized my face. I use a Murad moisturizer as well as a Glamglow moisturizer. So I'm going to use the Professional Pearl Primer as my primer, which I'm almost out. But it kind of gives you an additional glow as well. I have my mirror right here, so I'm going to look straight ahead. And then I'll just kind of reach over here and look at you guys. So most of you know that I work in transportation and logistics. That is my career. I've been working in that career over 20 years. I went to college for that. I have a degree in transportation and logistics as well as multiple certifications up under that umbrella, transportation. I also went to grad school for supply chain management, but I did not complete my degree, but I do plan to go back. So I'm using the concealer, Fenty Beauty 385. So I'm just gonna put that up under my eyes. And I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation over here. Looks like I have a pimple right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I always start with some concealer. I'm just gonna kind of smooth it out and then I'll blend it in with a beauty blender. So I've been on the same job for about 19 years. I will say that I am kind of getting bored with my everyday work. So I did tell my manager just recently that I am getting bored sitting behind the computer every day, and I want to kind of get into training. I want to be able to move around. I want to be able to talk to people. I want to have like a active role, and I just don't want to sit behind the computer every day. Probably the most active I am in my current role is like, you know, if someone has an issue, they'll call me over the phone on my cell phone, and then I'll kind of, you know, talk them through it or whatever. But I want to have a person-to-person role. That is my goal in my current career. I actually my plan is to retire from the company that I work for. That's my plan. I don't know if that's God's plan, but that's important to me because if I can make it to retirement, which in my opinion is not a whole lot of years left, then I'll have a full retirement check coming in as well as a pension. So whatever I decide to do outside of that, I will have that income, which is very good is very good. If I can make it to that point, I'll be making just as much money as I am getting up and going to work every day. So that's most definitely my goal. You know what? I forgot a step. I forgot a step. I don't usually do this, but this is like a color corrector. It's made by Smashbox. But because I suffer from, you know, kind of like under eye, you know, the darkness up under the eye, I meant to do that first. But this talking has me kind of forgetting some steps. But I'm going to go ahead and just place it. It just helps give you more coverage under the eye. And I don't typically do that, but I pulled it out because I hadn't used it in a while. But yeah, so I'm gonna just blend that in. I do want to start my own business. My plan was actually to start it this year, but it didn't work out that way. So due to no fault of anyone other than my own, but I do want to kind of push that goal off to next year. I do have some things that I want to do before I do my business, just simply because it'll make me a little bit more confident in starting my business. I don't necessarily have to do these things, but I want to do these things for me. I just feel like it'll be better to have those as part of my credentials. So I'm not going to talk too much about my business venture or me starting my business. Just know when I start it and I come and I tell you guys about it, it's going to be done. So, but I do plan to do it next year, prayerfully and hopefully. So I'm going to go in with my Pro Filter Hydrating Long Wear Foundation. I just recently bought this. It was 50% off at Sephora, and I am loving it so far. So I just did one pump. I'm not going to go too much in on the makeup today, but you know, I want to be cute. I want to be a cute Mima. So yeah, so just hopefully I'll be starting my business next year. And as I stated, when I come and tell you guys about it, it'll already be done. So I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. Okay. I had been dating the same person who I refer to as Babe on my channel over a year. Now, it's been over a year. But if you have been watching me actively, then you will already know that I told you guys Babe suffered a major loss in his life. His entire family did. And, you know, he's going through a lot right now. So, you know, continue to keep him in your prayers, him and his entire family. As far as me and him are concerned, we are not where we were this time last year. As far as, you know, we were, I would say, in a better place this time last year. And although I wish I could place all of the blame on him, I really can't. I take some responsibility for us not being where we should be. If we will get back to that place, I can't really say right now. I hope so. You know, I want to get back to that place. I want us to kind of be in a good place. But as I stated, you know, he's going through a lot right now. And people that are grieving, they're in a different state of mind. You know, they're in a different state of mind. And so, you know, so far as us is concerned, it's kind of like on the back burner because he's dealing with, you know, of course, more important, you know, things. But yeah, so that's where we are. You know, we pretty much, you know, we still communicate, you know, almost on a daily basis, but we're not in the full dating mode that we were this time last year. And as I stated, you know, it's, it's just, it's multiple reasons, but hopefully we'll get back to where we used to be. That is my goal, you know. If that's what God has for me, we shall see. You know, I come on here all the time and I kind of, you know, tell you guys to kind of be encouraged and, you know, give you these, you know, kind of positive affirmations. But just as much as I give you guys those positive affirmations, I have to tell myself that. I have to always remind myself that, you know, whatever God has for me, I'm going to have. And I have to constantly believe that. Because we always want things to go a certain way. And then when they don't go that way, you know, we're mad or we're sad or we're trying to push them in that direction. And it just may be that God has another plan for us. Sometimes it's in love, you know, sometimes it's in our jobs, in our career. You know, we may want a particular promotion at a current job when we don't even realize God has a better opportunity, a better job paying more. It might not even be for the same company or in the same city. But, you know, we try to make things work. But it's not working because it's not in God's plan. So I have to always remind myself that, you know, whatever God has for me, I'm going to have. It doesn't matter if it's love. It doesn't matter if it's house, career, whatever, money, whatever. Whatever God has for me, I'm going to have. And I have to constantly remind myself of that anytime things don't go the way that I think they should go or I want them to go. Because he has proved that to me thus far. And I'm going to tell you guys kind of like a little story. This is my highlighting concealer. It's in the color 360, still Fenty Beauty. Most of you know I live in a townhome. And I was specifically looking for a townhome when I was house hunting. I wasn't looking for a single family home because I did not want to have the responsibility of having a yard and all of that stuff. Let me kind of, okay, I'm just adjusted the lighting. But when this townhome came on the market, I was actually out of town, and my realtor called me, and I believe it was Mother's Day if I'm not mistaken, but she called me and she said that there was a house on the market and she think it kind of matched the things on my wish list, but the house was up under contract. So she said, I want you to see it just to kind of get an idea, you know, if this is what you're looking for. She said, but I will tell you, you know, don't get your hopes up because the house is up under contract. And like I said, I think it was Mother's Day. I was out of town, and she told me, she said, if you don't mind meeting once you get off the plane, then we can meet. And I was like, that's fine, you know. So we met. I looked at the house. It had everything that was on my wish list. Everything that I had on my wish list, it had. But as I stated before, the house was up under contract. So this is the Pro Filter powder in the color Honey. So I'm dropping it, but I'm gonna go ahead and let it sit up under my eye for a little bit, just to kind of set my highlighting concealer. I'm gonna go get my iced coffee that I have in the refrigerator, so I'll be back. Okay, lifestyle lovers, so I'm back. I just had to go get my iced coffee. I'm trying to keep all my energy today because I want to have fun with the kids. So, as I was stated, the house was up under contract. But it was everything on my wish list. It was in the price range. It had all of the things that I wanted, which was mainly like a loft area. When my realtor connected with the other realtor, she was able to find out, although the house was up under contract, it was pending, I want to say, a binding fee. I can't exactly remember, but the buyer had to pay a particular fee, and they were not going to have it until a date or whatever the case may be. So the only way that I was able to kind of take the offer was if I paid that fee, whatever it was. I think it was maybe like $2,000. I want to say it was a binding fee, but I'm not 100% sure that it was a binding fee. So my realtor, she said, well, this offer is only contingent if they pay that fee. And she was like, you know, if you want to snatch it from up under them, you know, if you got the money, you know, whatever. So she was like, you got $2,000, however much it was. I guess it was $2,000. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, go get a cashier's check, blah, blah, blah. And just like that, the house was up under contract for me and not for them. You know, so I didn't see that coming. You know, like I said, when I came to look at the house, I knew it was up under contract. I was not expecting to have an offer on it. But just how it worked out, you know, it's a lot of things that I don't really foresee coming. Good things have happened in my life, and I never seen them coming. You know, sometimes it's tangible things, you know, like, you know, a house, of course, is tangible. Sometimes it's intangible things. You know, it might be people, or, you know, love or friendships, you know, something that you didn't see going, and then you realize later that it was for your good. So I have to kind of always tell myself that when I get sad about things not going the way that I think they should go. But sometimes it's for the best. We just can't see it right then. So, yeah. So if you guys were wondering about me and Babe, hopefully we'll be able to get back on track. Right now, he's going through a lot in his life. You know, so I'm just trying to be there for him the best way that I know how. And, but, you know, hopefully and prayerfully we'll get back on track, you know, because I'm gonna be honest, for my own selfish reasons, I feel like, far as me and Babe is concerned, I've done the vetting process. You know, he's met my kids, my grandkids, my sister, my brother, you know, most of my close friends and family. Vice versa, I've met his immediate family. I trust him, you know, and it takes a lot for me to trust somebody, you know, not just a man, just people, period, you know. So there's nothing that he or I did to violate the relationship. So it's nothing like that. It's nobody else involved, you know, if you're thinking that. But, you know, once you kind of get past the vetting process, you know, well, you know, people have met your close friends and family, you trust them. I really don't want to do that again. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't want to do that again, but I would rather work on somebody that I've already went through that process with, opposed to start the process over with someone else. I'll just say it that way. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera, so I'm gonna come back. I don't do much to my eyebrows because, as you can see, they're pretty much non-existent. My daughter, she called them little hooks. I don't have like a big thick brow, so I don't have to do a lot to it. But what I'm using is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. It is in the color dark brown. So that's what I use to kind of fill them in. I do have, I have this this Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Brow Gel. I kind of use this sometimes. I don't even use this every day. I'm trying to get fancy for y'all. I'll use this at the edge to kind of make them a little darker at the edge. But when it comes to my brows, I don't really know what I'm doing, so don't watch me. To highlight my brow, I am going to use, what is this? It's the Anastasia Pro Pencil. So you know how people used to use the concealer? I'm gonna use this Pro Pencil, so I'm just gonna kind of like shape them, and then I'll blend this out. So as far as the house is concerned, my next project, what I want to do is I want to get the wall knocked out downstairs, and I want to do, you know, do like a staircase. That is what I want to focus on next. I do not have a price of how much that is going to be. I do know I'm planning to let my contractor Brian do it, the same person who did the fireplace. But I know he gave me a list of all of the materials that I need. The materials are probably a couple of $100. I have not started to purchase anything yet, but that is what I want to do next. My goal is to have that done before Christmas. So there's no reason why I have not purchased the materials, just me moving slow. But that's the next thing I want to do. It's really a lot that I want to do. I get a lot of questions. I know someone just recently asked me, was I planning to change the floors out downstairs in the kitchen? I am. You know, I really want to do that. I really want to do a complete kitchen makeover. But everything costs money. Especially, you know, home renovations. So it's so much that I want to do. But I don't want to be in the poorhouse trying to do it. And as you can see, it's just me. You know, I don't have a husband. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a sugar daddy. I don't have nobody to help me. So, you know, everything that I do that you guys see me do as far as the home renovations, really anything, it comes directly from me. You know, I thank God for, you know, having multiple streams of income, because, you know, everybody doesn't. So, you know, I do thank God for it. But I can tell you, just as quick as the money comes in, it's going out. It's always something to be done. It's always. I'm gonna go in. I just recently bought this Bobbi Brown. This is like a cream shadow stick that you put like you know, as a like eyeshadow. And I'm not like a big fan of eyeshadow. It's in the color cashew, so it's a neutral color. So I'm just gonna put it over my top lid, and I'm gonna blend it out with my fingertip. So yeah, so that's the next thing that I plan to do as far as home renovations, is the stairs. So I've kind of been looking at the type of balusters, the iron spindles that I want. I really know the ones that I want. It's just me go ahead and getting everything, and then I have to find out how much the labor is going to be, because as I stated, I did not get a price on the labor, which is the most important thing that I need to be doing. And so under my eyes, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. This is in the color medium, and this also kind of helps brighten up your eyes. It works like as an airbrush finish. So I'm gonna dust my under eye with that. My son Mookie, most of you know my son, he's doing okay in school. We had a rough year last year. So he is in a mentorship program. So now he is stepping. The progress report, the first progress report, wasn't that great, but it was okay. So, you know, family is on track. My daughter's doing well. She'll be graduating from nursing school in a couple of months. Everybody is happy and healthy. I thank God for that. So as far as immediate family is concerned, you know, we just taking it day by day. I'm trying to keep up with YouTube. Sometimes it can be a challenge because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But it's something that, you know, I love to do. So I'm just trying to keep up. I just hope you guys, you know, just continue to rock with me. Be patient with me. You know, just understand that it's, you know, it's a lot of work. I have my days just like everybody else. You know, I have good days. I have bad days. I have days where I feel discouraged. I have days where I feel that I'm not doing enough. I have days that I feel that I'm not growing fast enough. But as I stated, the same way that I come on here and encourage you guys, I have to do that for myself too. So sometimes I have to take like mental health breaks and just kind of disconnect. Sometimes it be from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. You know, it can be draining at times. It's a lot to keep up with. You know, comments, engaging, you know, just making sure that I'm communicating with you guys and stuff like that. Sometimes it can be a lot, you know, just not just for me, and I'm little, you know, but I can imagine what it is, you know, for somebody that's, you know, really has like a lot of followers, like a big social media influencer. So it can be a lot sometimes. So the last thing that I am going to go in is with my mascara. This is the Better Than Sex mascara. I don't know about it being better than sex, but it's a good mascara. So yes, lifestyle lovers. So if you have any questions that I did not answer, leave them in the description box. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready for the party. But this is pretty much what I do every day. So when I come on here and I have my makeup done, as you can see, I told you guys I use 12 products. I will list them in the description box if you are interested. I like a real simple look, not too dramatic. I am going to go with a red lip, which I'll come back on camera and show you guys, but it will be the Sephora lip stain Forever Red or something like that. I can't think of the name, but it'll be in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this video, lifestyle lovers. If you want to see more videos like this, just let me know.
Inside all this tension, a feeling I never was expecting.
Okay, lifestyle lovers, so that's pretty much it for this video. I am now dressed, ready to go. I think I used about 12 products in this video, maybe a little less because the concealers are two in the same, just two different colors. Probably about 14 if you actually add the lip products, which I just lined my lips with a Ruby Woo lip pencil from MAC, and then I filled it in with the Sephora lip stain. I will list all of the products in the description box if you are interested. As I stated, I don't do much, but this is the look that I love. This is the look that works for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I believe this is the first time that I've actually filmed a video like this. But if you are interested in me filming more videos like this, or you just want me to do one maybe dedicated to my career, or maybe dedicated to dating or love, or something that's just, you know, specific related, let me know in the comments below. I hope you have a great week, a great weekend whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.